Welcome back into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm your host, Namath Pitts, and today we're going to continue to talk Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics, youth football. We told you yesterday, we showed you the highlights of the big division games. We're going to talk about the small division, and we're going to show you highlights of those games. Yesterday we shared all the scores, but let's continue to show you more scores from this past weekend. Just a refresher for the ones that maybe only heard that we were doing small division highlights today and big division highlights yesterday. Maybe you if you're a small division school, you cut us out yesterday because you heard we were only doing big division. Well, let's catch you back up on the highlights. And again, don't forget to like our East Alabama Now page. Again, we're here every afternoon in the locker rooms here at 5 p.m. with all local content. Our goal is to cover everything local, not just high school football, but youth football, volleyball. We did volleyball earlier in the year. Basketball, wrestling, we're ramping up that. So don't forget to like our East Alabama Now page. Again, the locker room. I'm your host, Namath Pitts. We're here every afternoon at 5 p.m. Now, we also have a local newscast on EAN News every evening at 6:30 p.m. I'll bring you your local sports. John Holder has your local weather with Weather on Your Street. Mike Stedham and Katie Evans with all your local news. Again, that's 6:30 p.m. So like our East Alabama Now page and like our EAN News page. But let's get you caught up on all the scores from this past weekend, starting with the sophomore division. The Lincoln Golden Bears defeated Mumford 19-7. White Plains defeated Welborn 12-0. Sachs and Weaver 7-6. Sachs defeated Weaver in the sophomore division. To move on, we've got highlights of that game right here today. Piedmont defeated Pleasant Valley 20-0. We've got highlights of that game that you will see today. Jacksonville defeated Oxford A 25-0, and Anniston defeated Oxford B 19-6. The junior division, White Plains defeated Pleasant Valley 7-6. Oxford A defeated Oxford B 25-0. Ohatchee beat Welborn 27-9. We've got highlights of that game today. Dustin Screws, Johnson Screws, a little family rivalry going head-to-head. We've got highlights of Weaver and Sachs. Weaver won 27-14. We've got highlights of that game that we're going to show you today. Alexandria, we showed you the highlights yesterday in the junior division. They defeated Anniston 7-6, and Jacksonville defeated Lincoln 25-0. The senior division, Pleasant Valley defeated Sachs 6-0 in a rematch from a week ago, and then Lincoln defeated Mumford 25-0. Ohatchee defeated White Plains 31-15. We've got highlights of that game today. Piedmont defeated Weaver 25-0. Anniston defeated Jacksonville 38-6, and Alexandria defeated Oxford A 25-0. We're going to show you 5 different games with 5 different highlights today. Now, a couple of those are blurry because of the rain, and we apologize, or they were shared by someone from the outside. Again, thank you to Mrs. Tittle and Monica Henderson for sharing those highlights of Ohatchee's senior and junior division team. So we've got highlights of both of those games, but they may be a little blurry. And again, I'm going to talk about the kids' names regardless of that and give them the highlight and the coverage that they deserve. And then we have other games that I shot myself, but we apologize for any blurry footage that could be due to the rain. But one thing I want to talk about before we get into the highlights in a little bit is I want to talk about what Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics is doing at the end of the season. Now, at the end of this year, there's going to be a Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics All-Star Game. Now, in the past, Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics has done an all-conference across the board, but that has now changed, and they are moving towards the future of having an All-Star Game at Jacksonville State University at the end of the year. Now, this will be for 6th graders, and how many players a team gets to send is based on how they finish in the regular season. The intent is to give everybody something big to look forward to and play for. They want to take all kids and split them and play a Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics game with their guys versus their other guys. Now, this is going to be an awesome showcase for future middle school and high schoolers in our area. And Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics will be providing the kids with the jersey, and winners will get awards. Now, Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics would like to start a new journey with this game and turn it into a toy drive to assist families for Christmas. Now, as an organization, Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics has now sponsored 3 families for Christmas and are grateful to be able to do so, but they want to do more. So entry to this game, the All-Star Game, will be a toy, and they will collect them at the gate and give you a ticket. And Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics will allow all donations to go straight to sponsoring families for Christmas. So, with all that being said, if you're watching and you're a company and you would like to help sponsor, whether it's the cost of jerseys or the, just a donation straight towards the toy drive, then please let Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics know. And if you do that, then they will get with you. And again, this can be as great as we want to make it, but we need everyone's help. And so, again, we encourage everyone in this county to come and watch their favorite school, no matter where they're from, no matter who they're a part of. And again, one thing about Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics that I love and I fell in love with is that it includes every county school except for Donahoe that has a football team, and every city school in Calhoun County, and they even want to grow more as a youth. They also have Lincoln and Mumford, who are outside of the county in Talladega County, and so they would love to see you as well. They're very thankful for all of you, very thankful to Jacksonville State University for letting them use the field, allowing them to do this toy drive. And so the question today is, what are you waiting for? Let's get started on this now, and let's make a difference in as many lives as we can. And let's just all be great elves. Let's help contribute to the toy drive and help sponsor families for this Christmas. So again, you've heard the highlights. You've heard more about the postseason All-Star game, and we have got highlights of the small division playoffs. When we come back, don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welburn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. So go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room. Welcome back into The Locker Room. I'm your host, Namath Pitts, and again, we are talking Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics playoff football, and we have got highlights of 5 games. Now, I've broken those up in 3 games this segment and 2 games the next segment before we preview the playoff games. But our highlights, one thing that I love about our highlights is that they are presented by Lindsay Barger of Really Real Real Estate. Now, let me tell you guys a little bit more about Lindsay Barger. Are you ready to buy or sell? Well, together with Lindsay Barger, we can help make your home dreams a reality. She specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, sell a rental home, or buy a home to flip and resell, I'm telling you, Lindsay Barger is your friend through it all. She would love to guide you in the process. So call her today at 256-441-2389. Again, call her for all your real estate needs. And do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindsaybarger.realtor. Again, Lindsey Barger is our proud supporter of our highlights that we have each and every day. And again, we have some highlights. They may be a little blurry, but we are still going to talk about them. Thank you to Monica Henderson for sharing these highlights. So let's go out to the hill for our first set of highlights. It's the Ohatchee Indians and the White Plains Wildcats seniors. White Plains starts on our offense, and this is Carter Foster who gets the stop for Ohatchee on defense. Now Ohatchee on offense, Colby Parton's going to pass it. L.J. Stone with a big game. White Plains back on offense. Great catch right here by White Plains. Big defensive tackle by the Ohatchee defense. This time Braxton Williams is going to take the handoff near the near sideline, and he is going to stay on his feet and keep going before him being pushed out of bounds. He's going to get an Ohatchee first down. Sawyer Jones this time for White Plains has nowhere to go as the Ohatchee defense traps him inside for a tackle for loss. This time Colby Parton with the quarterback keeper, and he is going to stay on his feet. Touchdown Indians! Colby Parton with the touchdown. This time Ohatchee's going to hand the ball right up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is going to be good. Ohatchee back on offense this time. Another handoff on the outside, and this one's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown Ohatchee. And again, Monica Henderson shared those Ohatchee senior highlights with us. And so big thank you to Monica Henderson for sharing those. We apologize for them being a little bit blurry. Again, it was a really rainy day on the hill. The seniors started off early, which means they had the worst conditions of the day when it comes to the field. But it would be Ohatchee seniors winning over White Plains 31-15 as they set up a rematch with Piedmont, who's undefeated in the championship game of the senior division. Let's do less of me, more highlights. Let's get back to it. I shot these highlights at the hill. It's the Weaver Bearcats and the Sacs Wildcats Junior Division. Sacs starts on offense. Isaiah Dates takes the direct snap and runs towards the outside, but Jayshawn Burrows strips the ball, and Weaver now takes over on offense. Jayshawn Burrows' pass is completed to Zane Moore, and this is a big quarterback-wide receiver connection. First down, Bearcats. This time, Jayshawn Burrows is going to hand it off to Noah Pippin, who's going to show great power, great elusiveness, and he is eventually going to be took down by the Sacs defense. This time, Jayshawn Burrows rolls out. He's going to avoid the pressure, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and he's going to use his legs to extend the play, make something out of nothing. He keeps the Weaver drive going. Jayshawn Burrows, this time with the quarterback keeper, looks to pass. He's going to keep it, call his own number, and this is a big play. Jayshawn Burrows, highlight reel it is. Big play to move and keep the drive going. He's going to move the chains. Jayshawn Burrows, again, you're going to keep hearing the same name, Jayshawn Burrows. He used his legs to extend the drive. Burrows this time is going to hand it off to Pippin, and he is going to move this ball inside the Sacs 5. Burrows is going to hand it off to Pippin again, and he's going to take it in the end zone. Pippin, touchdown Bearcats. Burrows going to call his own number for the 2-point conversion, the conversion, you know how it is, and the conversion is good. Isaiah Dates for Sacs. He fumbled or got strip fumbled earlier. This time he's going to cut back on the outside, but he's going to be hit and lose the ball again, and this time it's covered by Weaver. Jayshawn Burrows' first play on offense. He's going to call his own number, and he is going to take this one all the way to the end zone. Jayshawn Burrows, touchdown Weaver. How about Jayshawn Burrows? Sacs back on offense. This time Messiah Woodard is going to get a big run for the Wildcats, and he is going to move the chains for Sacs, or actually it's going to be just a little short. Zondrick Foster this time is going to take the Sacs Wildcats, and he's going to take this one into Weaver territory with a great outside run. Quinata Jones this time, Quinata, may have said it wrong, is not going to be stopped on this one as he's still on his feet, cuts up the power. He's going to take this to the house. Touchdown Sacs. This is Jones right here. This time Zylan Davis would complete the conversion for Sacs. And how about all the different names, all the impact players for the Sacs Wildcats? Weaver takes back on offense. Noah Pippin's going to take the Burrow handoff, and he is going to move this one past the 50. Great cutback. He's going to move the ball into Sacs territory. Weaver facing big third down. This is Jayshawn Burrows connecting with Zane Moore, and that would ice the game for Weaver. Burrows lets Pippin add to his stats right here. He gets inside the Sacs 5-yard line right here. And then eventually Burrows is going to add to his touchdown total with another. And what a game, what a highlight reel. Jayshawn Burrows is the one to talk about for the Weaver Bearcats. They move on, and what a rematch we get. Ohatchee and Weaver. Weaver, Jayshawn Burrows impressed me. Great team. And again, what a season from Dalton Rozelle and the Sacs Wildcats. They gave Weaver all they could want, especially in the first half. Sacs led 7-6 at halftime, but Weaver would prevail. The Bearcats are a dangerous team. Jay Sean Bros, Noah Pippen, you heard it right there. Zane Moore, just great impact players for the Weaver Bearcats. This is as talented of a young team as I've seen in the junior division is the Weaver Bearcats, and a great win for the Weaver Bearcats. Again, though, less of me, more highlights. Let's get back to it. Back out to the hill. These highlights were shared by Miss Tittle. And how about Miss Tittle right here with the highlights? Let's go back out to the hill. Highlights presented by Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate. Welburn's on offense. Bryson Mears is going to get the handoff. And then right here, Hayden Ford looks to get in the end zone, but he is going to be stopped by the Ohatchee defense. This time, Marquise Traylor is going to hand it off to Nolan McVeigh, but he won't go anywhere as the Ohatchee defense swarms him. Ohatchee's defense stopping Traylor this time, and this will be a tackle for loss. Ohatchee now on offense. Henry Screws will pitch it to Hunter Cannell. Touchdown, Indians. Welburn's Marquise Traylor would be intercepted by Hunter Cannell, and this would be returned for a pick six touchdown. Ohatchee's Hunter Cannell, and why not? Let's end it with Hunter Cannell again. He calls his own number. He gets a big run. Hunter Cannell of Ohatchee. We've talked about him all year long. Slow-mo it down for you right there. Hunter Cannell and the Ohatchee Indians would defeat Welburn as they move on. Ohatchee again would win over Walter Welburn 27-9. Hunter Screws' team would get the last laugh over Jonathan Screws, a little family rivalry. But Hunter Cannell, that's the highlight reel right there. It's been a lot of him all season long, rightfully so, because he has been a dominant force for Ohatchee. Big game between Weaver and Ohatchee in the championship game next week. We will have highlights of that next week. Hey, we're going to take a break, but don't go away. We've got more highlights. Sax and Weaver sophomores, Piedmont and Pleasant Valley sophomores. You're watching The Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Welcome to Room by Room Home Furnishings, a locally owned and operated furniture store located in Oxford, Alabama. We've been serving Northeast Alabama and the surrounding area since 2007. We offer stylish and affordable new arrivals and all the top trends to help you get a cozy and homey atmosphere with hand-picked home furnishings and decor to fit anybody's style and budget with knowledge, personality, and good vibes. Let Room by Room in Oxford, Alabama help you score amazing deals and turn your house into a home.
Wait! This isn't a game. It's your basement. It's filling with water. And even worse, it's 2 a.m. Who are you gonna call? Time's up. We'll come out 24/7, 365, any day, any time to put out any fires. Well, not actual fire. There's a better number for that. But when it comes to plumbing, call One Tom Plumber.
Welcome back into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm your host, Namath Pitts, and we have shown you Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics Small Division highlights that are presented by Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate, and we're going to continue to show you more highlights. Again, I went to Jacksonville and the Hill. I went to 2 stadiums this past Saturday to record highlights, and let's talk about sophomore football. We had 2 great games. The first one came down to the wire with Sax just edging out Weaver, and then Piedmont defeated Pleasant Valley in the other game. So again, let's go back out to the Hill for more highlights. Let's start with Weaver Bearcats and the Sax Wildcats. Weaver starts on offense. Carter Williams is going to take the handoff up the middle. Carter Williams this time is going to take the direct snap, and he's going to take it to the outside. Carter Williams still on his feet. He's going to get a big gain for the Weaver Bearcats. This time, Williams would be stopped in his tracks by a trio of Sax defenders. Sax on offense, Christian McClellan would fumble the ball on the snap, but he's going to pick it up, and he's going to get a big gain out of what was essentially nothing. And Sax, all of a sudden, is deep. How about that running right there on the sidelines by Coach? But it's going to be a big first down for Sax. This time, Makai Sandard is going to take the handoff and get a nice gain before being tackled by Weaver. That drive would stall. Weaver back on offense. Carter Williams is going to carry this one on the outside. And then here we go. Williams is going to try to extend this play, but he is going to be tackled by Sachs's Eli Rozelle. Big play by Eli Rozelle to stop him. Sachs back on offense. Christian McClellan is going to move the change right here with an explosive run up the middle. This time DeMalo Jones picks up the fumble. He's going to show off a great, watch this, great stiff arm. Then he shows great speed, and what was a fumble turns into a touchdown, Wildcats. That'd be their only touchdown of the day. Jones again, miscommunication here on the conversion. He's going to grab it and still force his way in, and the conversion is good by Sachs. Now Weaver back on offense, and look at the wheels on Carter Williams. He is going to use his feet on the near sideline right here, and he is going to take this Sachs territory, and then Carter Williams, again, another highlight right here. He is going to show off, watch this, guys, watch this. Stiff arm him. Great play by Carter Williams. This one went down to the wire. Weaver had the ball late. Looked like they were going to win the game. A fumbled snap would give Sachs the ball. Sachs holds on. They move on to the championship game in the sophomore division. Shout out to Eli Rozelle, my little nephew, who plays for Sachs sophomore team. And also, I never caught his name, but shout out to the head coach of Sachs sophomores. He come up to me before the game and said, Namath Pitts, Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics highlights every week on the Locker Room. I love watching. Coach, I want to tell you, your team had a great game. Just came up short, but you did a great job with those group of guys, and I appreciate the recognition on the sideline. It is all about the kids, not about me. With that being said, more highlights. Let's talk sophomore division, the Piedmont Bulldogs and the Pleasant Valley Raiders. Piedmont's going to start on offense. Jackson Crook's going to fumble the snap, and it's going to be recovered by Pleasant Valley's Kason Measles. Pleasant Valley on offense. Grayson Cooper's going to hand the ball off to Garrison Green, who's going to run it up the middle. This time, Grayson Cooper's going to hand it off to Isaiah Kelly, who's going to try to run up the middle. Grayson Green this time is going to have nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped by the Piedmont defense, who shows off their power. Garrison Green again up the middle before being tackled by Antonio. Pleasant Valley, 4th and 1. The quarterback sneak was good by Grayson Cooper for the first down, but you saw the false start. That made it 4th and 6. This time the snap by Casey Meals was fumbled and recovered by Piedmont. Piedmont on offense. Dayton Sears is going to run the ball up the middle. Look at the speed by Dayton Sears and the power as he refuses to go down. This time Tripp Snyder is going to get the snap, and look at the power of Piedmont. They're not going down, breaking tackles. Tripp Snyder's going to take this one all the way to the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. Tripp Snyder all the way to the house. This time on the conversion, it's going to be fumbled, but Kyrie Young is going to take the fumble snap in, and the conversion is good, and Piedmont ends up defeating Pleasant Valley 20-0. The Bulldogs of Piedmont, the Sachs Wildcats sophomores, are going to go head-to-head this week in the championship game. Congratulations to the Piedmont Bulldogs sophomore team on winning 20-0 over Pleasant Valley. And again, I got the highlights of both those games at the Hill, and I had to cut the game short right there on both of them for battery usage of the camera, so I apologize for not having the Weaver touchdown in the sophomore game or more Piedmont action right there in the second half. But again, those highlights are presented by Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate. Now, the championship games of this weekend, the times. I don't have the times on me right now as I say this, but I'm going to tell you the games, and I'm going to tell you where the games are going to be at. Now, the times, I don't know. But all gold championship games are going to be held at Alexandria High School. Now, in the senior division, the gold championship games are going to be Alexandria versus Anniston in the senior division, and Piedmont versus Ohatchee. Piedmont undefeated, Alexandria undefeated. Both those undefeated teams, Anniston and Ohatchee, both looking for revenge. Those are your senior games that are going to be at Alexandria. Then, Jacksonville and Alexandria juniors, and Ohatchee and Weaver juniors. Again, two more rematches from great games from earlier this season. Jacksonville juniors have been dominant. Ohatchee juniors have only lost one game to Alexandria, but them and Weaver was a 6-0 game earlier in the year. I believe it might have even been overtime. This is one to keep your eye on between Weaver and Ohatchee juniors. Then in the sophomore division, Jacksonville's been dominant. They're going to get Anniston, Jacksonville versus the Bulldogs in the sophomore division, and then the Sachs Wildcats and Piedmont Bulldogs will face off in the sophomores championship game. All those games will be at Alexandria. Now the silver bracket, all the 5 seeds were off this past Saturday, so they face the winner of the 6 seed, 7 seed games. So we're going to have Oxford B versus Lincoln. These games will be at Lamar Field at Oxford. Oxford B versus Lincoln seniors. Then you're going to have Walter Welborn and Pleasant Valley seniors. Then in the junior division, it's going to be Oxford A versus Mumford, and it's going to be White Plains versus Piedmont. That is going to be your junior games. Then your sophomore games is going to be Alexandria versus Lincoln and White Plains versus Ohatchee. Again, all silver bracket games are at Oxford. All gold championship games will be at Alexandria, and I will be at Alexandria with all the highlights, coach interviews, awards, all of it. You're seriously not going to want to miss that next week. But guys, that's going to do it. Again, we hope you'll join us tomorrow for more on the Locker Room. But as always, I'm Namath Pitts. I got to go. I hope you have a great night and a great rest of your week. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. right back here on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. God bless, and we will see you guys later.